guys, it's Sarah. I have another art class for you guys, another art project. Today I wanted to kind of show you guys how to make a sculpture. So this is sort of a beginning level sculpture that's built out of flat pieces of cardboard. So it's a pony. You can see I painted both sides. Here's his legs and his ears. So you'll have a template to make a pony. You can adjust it and do all sorts of different things with it. So it doesn't have to be a horse. I just like horses, so this is what we're doing. Things you'll need. Today you will need a pen or a pencil to trace stuff. You'll need some scissors again. You will need some kind of cardboard. You can use, like this is a box that somebody shipped me something in. I'll show you guys how to use this. Or you can use a cereal box. And you'll cut out both sides and tape them together. I'll show you guys how to use something that's thinner like this and that has print on one side, like a cereal box or like a cracker box or something like that. You'll need something to color your creature with. So I used markers on this one and some paint on this side. So I painted this side blue. But you can use colored pencils I've got here. I've got markers, a glue stick, you could glue down pieces of tissue paper, paint, okay? So anything that can add color to your little pony. Okay, so in this packet that you're being sent or, seeing online, there'll be a template like this. These are all the basic shapes for the horse, okay? And like I said before, you can adjust things to create different types of animals. Like this guy, if you just made the neck a lot longer, it would be a giraffe. If you made the legs a lot shorter, it could be legs a lot shorter, different head. It could be like a little dog or something like that. These are the ears. These are the legs. And then this is the body. So you'll see this guy. He comes apart. So ears, and everything's painted on both sides. Legs, and the body. Okay, so let's get started. You'll have this template. If you can't print it out, just draw it. You'll be able to see it on the computer, and you can kind of draw something on a piece of paper. You'll notice these little like V things there, and on the bottom here, and this and this. Those are where the character kind of slides together, where his legs will go in, and the ears will go in, and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it just on regular cardboard first. The nice thing about regular cardboard is you don't have to paint it. It's already blank, so you're not dealing with stuff like Kellogg's logos and stuff like that. So we're going to cut this open. It's easier to cut the box and kind of have it flat. So you're going to cut out a piece of cardboard first. Okay, cardboard. So got it here. And then you're going to cut out your template, okay? So I'll show you guys. Let's do the pony. So I'm cutting along this line. And I'm not going to cut the little V's in the body, the little like slits where it slides together until after. So you can cut out the whole shape first. You can see. So now I have this template cut out. I'm not going to worry about cutting the exact V. I'm just going to cut a little like notch so that I can know where it is on the cardboard piece. You can see it's not perfect, but okay. So now I have my piece of cardboard. I'm just going to trace it. You can use a pencil, you can use a marker, anything that's kind of a finer point. to trace this. So we talked a little bit about the difference between two-dimensional and three-dimensional. A lot of the projects we had done in class were two-dimensional. So this is really kind of a beginner level three-dimensional project. So not only is it just flat, it also has depth to it, so it takes up space. Okay. It's a little wobbly, but you get the idea. There's the pony. You can see where I put the little notches where the slits are going to go. Okay, so with cardboard, it's kind of tricky to cut. It's easy to hold this really, hold this straight and move your scissors rather than move the cardboard the whole time. And cut straight. It's easier to just cut straight across. Okay, now I'm going to cut the neck. Ooh. Ooh. If you go a little too far, it's okay. So with this one, I'm going to go ahead and just cut straight across because it bends a little bit easier when there's less surface to fight with, like this. I'm not saying that exactly right, but okay. Okay, you got your pony. You cut the slits, okay? So don't cut just like a line. You want to cut like a little V so there's some space so that you can put the other piece of cardboard in there. Okay? You see that? Okay, so then what you would do after this is your body. You would do the same thing with the ears and with the legs, and you would cut out 2 sets of these legs for the front and the back legs, obviously. So that's how you would do it with a thicker piece of cardboard, okay? And you can see I already did one here. My kid painted on the one side of it and then kind of gave up, but this is the thicker cardboard and the ears, okay? Now I'm going to show you guys how to do it with a cereal box. It's a little bit different because you're going to use 2 sides and glue them together, okay? It has just a little bit of a different look. It's thinner cardboard. You can get more delicate things with it. So that part's cool. And just in case you don't have a big heavy-duty box, most people have some sort of cereal box or something. Okay, so you take apart your box, obviously. You're going to have your template, okay? So the important thing about this is you want the front of your pony and the back of your pony. So if it helps to write it on there, write on one side F for front, write one side B for back. Okay, you're going to want to do this for the ears and for the legs too. There's going to be a front and a back, okay? So you can see on here, I traced the front of my pony on one side. I traced the back of my pony on the other side, okay? So you'll flip it over and get both sides. Okay, now we're going to cut this out. This is so much easier to cut. So it takes a little bit more time to do it with the cereal box just because you have to glue both sides together. But it's easier. Easier. Make sure you put the notches on it. But don't cut the notches on this one until you glue the pieces together. This one kind of looks like a dinosaur too. You could make a dinosaur. It looks like a brontosaurus. Okay, get the other side. you see on the back, there's all this like logo and noise. You could glue them together and have that be kind of the art part of it. I mean, that could be kind of cool. So you could do that. Or what I was thinking we could do is glue them together so you have a blank canvas on both sides, okay? So you can use Elmer's white glue. I like glue sticks the best because they're less messy. So you'll just put a bunch of glue on here. Make sure you get all the way to the edges. And then you're just gonna glue it together. You'll see there's a little bit of overlap. Can you see that? Like right there. If that bothers you, you can go back and cut it more cleanly. You can see more on this side, like this kind of stuff. But more importantly, you're gonna wanna go back and add the slits where the ears and the legs are gonna go. Okay, so I lost the little lines I'd make, so I'm just gonna use my template again. Put it on here and mark where those spaces are. Okay. There's that one. I'm gonna do one set of, or I'll do the set of ears so I can show you guys how to use that, how to put everything together. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the ears. So I'm cutting out the ear template. Got my template. I'm going to trace it on here with a pen. And same thing, you want to do a front and a back, so you're going to make sure to flip it, okay? So that the edges glue up perfectly, or close to perfectly. So I have the one side, and I'm just going to flip it and do the other side. You can do the same thing where you write the F or the B on it too. Okay. And same thing, I like to cut out the whole basic shape before I go back and add the kind of detailed cuts to it. It's just easier. So you see that? Oop. And I'll cut the ear part out. There it is. I lost it. Okay, we're going to glue them together. And then cut the little line again for the ears. Okay, so I have my body and I have my ears, and then you'll have your two sets of legs. So that'll be, you're cutting out 4 separate things, right? 2 for the back, 2 for the front. So I just want to show you a couple of problem solving things before you go to paint it or before you go to draw on it. You want to make sure everything fits together okay. All right? So does that fit in? That fits in. You have to kind of push down on it. But if it sticks up way too far or it's like not going in, what you can do is just cut the slit a little bit bigger, okay? So this one I'm gonna just cut that slit a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay. So now they rest a little bit more on his head. Okay, so then you want to decorate your creature, your pony. I really think it's nice to decorate these things with pattern. We talked a little bit about pattern in the class, but pattern is essentially taking some sort of shape or mark and repeating it over and over again in different sort of patterns. So this one, you can see I used just like really simple stripes and then dot, 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 and I kind of kept doing it the same way. This one I did a stripe, double stripe, dot, 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 dot. This one I did little like zigzaggy things. And then this guy I used, I like the idea of having him kind of have like polka dots all over. You can see some of them have little dots all over them. So I'll let you guys do that. But essentially you'll take something like this and you can draw on it. You can give him features like an eye. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Here we go. Ooh. Or you can give him, my niece did one and she wanted it to be stripes, so she gave her creature big stripes. But take your time on this. This is kind of the fun part, decorating these things. You can look at like Alebrijes, the little sculptures. They're great to look at for inspiration for like beautiful patterns on small sculptural animal things. But yours is going to look better than this, okay? And so then once everything's done, you don't have to use glue, you don't have to use tape. Everything just slides in together, okay? So you'll have your body, your ears. You nestle everything in there. And your leggies. So the legs look a little bit similar. There's the space between the legs and then the slot. So the space between the legs is the fatter one, and then the slot's real skinny. Okay, and there's your pony, and he stands up on his own. Another thing, problem-solving thing, when I first made this, he was kind of like lopsided like this. So I had to cut the slit a little higher to get his back legs to go down so he stood up straight. Okay? Make sure to get all the sides done. And then you have made a sculpture out of just cardboard, which is pretty cool. Okay? Hope everybody's doing okay. I miss you guys. Bye!